Hey everyone, it's Maeve. Today I'm going to be doing my October reading wrap up. I know it's a little bit late. I have not felt up to filming lately, but I do want to talk about what I read, even though I didn't read that much. So I'm going to start with my DNFs. I started reading Christine by Stephen King. I DNF'd this because it was one of those expectation versus reality. I went into this book thinking that it was going to be going one way, and then it went a completely different way, and I didn't really care for it. And so instead of finishing it, I just DNF'd it. And then I DNF'd another Stephen King book, The Stand. This is a chunky book. And I think at this point, I was just kind of Stephen King'd out. I will pick this up again in the future, probably next year at some point. I just feel like I need to have a little break from Stephen King and his writing and get back to him later. The next book that I read was Night Flyers. Wow, this is super glary. By George R. R. Martin. This is a short sci-fi book that follows a crew with a captain that they don't ever see. And I don't know how to, it's very hard to describe, but I really liked it. I haven't seen the series that's based off of this book, but the book itself I really enjoyed. I think I ended up giving it like a 4.25 star. But I did enjoy this. This will be staying on my shelves. I think it's a really great sci-fi, and I'm glad to have found one of George R. R. Martin's books that I enjoy that's not a part of the Game of Thrones series. I do love Game of Thrones. I just also want to read his other books and enjoy them as well. Then I have Mistress of the Art of Death. This is by Ariana Franklin. It's the first book in a series. I really enjoyed this. It follows a woman who basically is a medical student, and she works a lot with like cadavers and looking into diseases and injuries post-mortem. And she gets dragged into this case where they are trying to find this serial killer that has been killing a lot of children in this certain city. I really enjoyed this. It reminds me of The Alienist in a lot of ways, by, I think it's Caleb Carr. But I really enjoyed this. I really am excited to get more of the books in this series and continue it. And I think I ended up giving this a 5 star. I say I think because it's been a while and I have brain fog. The last book off of my shelves that I read this month was Voice of War by Zach Argyle. This is a indie pub book. It's the first book in a trilogy, and I really enjoyed this. This is a fantasy series. It's got some really cool magic in it and some really great and interesting characters. I feel like when I first was reading it, I kind of had a hard time really understanding the world and the magic, but I think you're supposed to, because the more you read it, the more you understand what's going on and how everything works. And I'm really excited to get to the next 2 books in this trilogy and finish it off. It's great. I highly recommend it. I ended up giving this 5 stars. And then to kind of give myself a little bit of a break, I had some library holds that were in. I wrote them down. That's why I'm grabbing my little notebook. So I ended up reading The Things You Can See Only When You Slow Down by Heyman Sunim. And this is a book that is talking about appreciating the little things in life. It does go into some religious things, and overall I really enjoyed it. I did feel like it got a little repetitive in places, and there were some topics that I didn't really enjoy, but overall it was really good. I gave it a 4.25 stars, and I do think I'll pick it up and put it on my shelves. We'll see how I feel about it in the next couple months. And then the last thing that I read in October was The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. I have been anxiously awaiting this book, and so when it came in on my library hold, I was really excited to read it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was so much fun. I know that a lot of people have criticisms on it, but I just think it's a fun read with fun characters. It's about this girl who worked in a library, and when this library burns down, she basically takes as many of the books as she can, and she gets on a ship and goes back to the island that she was born on. On this island, everybody is afraid of magic, and so because some of these books include magic, she has to hide the books, and also she's kind of worried that people are going to come after her for quote-unquote stealing them. I don't know. It was a really fun story. It had really fun characters. I love that her best friend is a sentient spider plant. He was so much fun. I can't wait for more books in this series. Sarah Beth Durst is just becoming a writer that I really enjoy, and they're just fun reads in general. Like, I don't think that they're anything like overly unique or crazy or fantastic or, you know, whatever, but they're so fun. They're just enjoyable and they're unique and they have new things that you're not really used to seeing. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Anyways, that's all I read in October. It was a really slow month for me. It was a really difficult month for me, mental health wise. I have also been struggling this month, November, but I feel like I'm starting to come out of it, and I'm really excited that I'm filming again and I can upload and I can talk to you guys because I've really missed it. And also I have so many new subscribers that I just don't know what to do with myself. I hope you guys stick around. Let me know your favorite and least favorite reads from October. Just tell me about them in the comments down below. My favorite thing about YouTube is talking to you guys in my comments, and my second favorite thing about YouTube is watching your videos. So if you have a channel, link me, tag me, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to watch your content, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.